In my work, I do a lot of curved parts, which need to be machined on the end for joinery and whatever. And so finally with this project, which has curved parts, I decided to stop and just make a fixture for my slider that will help me register those parts for machining. As you can see, this is a piece that's at right angles, these braces, and the holes here were all cut out on my CNC. This is a pattern of holes that matches a plate that I'll put on here that has the shape of the curved part. Now, these are 1/2-inch holes, but it's been my experience that, say, dowels are not very consistent in size, and if I make those holes 1/2-inch and put a 1/2-inch dowel in there that is actually a 1/2-inch, I'm gonna have to pound it in. And I don't want to do this. I want to be able to reuse this jig. So what I've done, you can see I've got a red end and I've got a green end. I've taken this dowel, 1/2-inch dowel, over to my drill press, put it in there, and turned it on, and then sanded it down till it just fits in. So it'll go in easily, but there's not a lot of slop. I'll put 4 of these guys in. That usually counteracts, if there's any inaccuracies, that tends to counteract them, and I get a pretty accurate registration. You see, right now there's no slop in that plate. Now, I want to clamp the piece to this fixture. So what I've done is I've taken, let's see if we can get it where you can see it. I got 12mm bolts, and I'm going to put them in here and tighten them down. This way I can put my Destaco clamp on here, screw it on, and it'll hold it to the fixture really well. Okay, there. Now let's see which side. Oops, this is the one that I'm doing. Okay, you can see there's 2 curves on this plate, and one curve does this edge, and then I flip that end for end, or side to side, and the other curve will do this end of the piece. So let me go ahead and put get it around here. Okay. Let's get it somewhere. This is hard to get it next to where you can see it and I can see what I'm doing too. Okay, let's get it right about there. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. Oop. Now, if I was using, I don't intend on using this plate a lot. If I was in production and making a zillion of these little benches that I'm working on now, I would put a T-nut behind here and run a threaded machine screw in to hold the Destaco on. But in this case, I'll just use wood screws to take them off and on. Okay, so now you can see there's slots in here. That is to attach to these inside this channel here. I have these T-nuts, and I will line up the clamp handle here. Oops. Well, let me see here. What have I got going? There we go. Ah, there I'm catching. Okay, so this guy needs to be square to the world too. So the way I do that, I run this guy forward and he squares up on the fence for the slider. I know this jig to be square. If it were not square, I would adjust the square on the slider fence until I had this guy was square. And the way I figure square out is I run this guy over, and I touch a tooth on the groove cutter. I would do this before I had the plate on there. Run it down and then see if it touches down at the other end here. If it's off, I adjust the fence until they're both touching at the same amount, where they're just barely touching. But what I've done now is since I ran over and I've bottomed out on that insert there, that is my 0 point. So I can run my DRO over to there, lock, and then hit 0, 0 for relative measurement. So now if I want to go over, in this case I want to go over 0.288. So what I do, I'm going to run this over to 0.288. Oh, come on. Let me get over here. That'll be better. .288. It's just a little, there we go. There, okay. So now I lock them down, square them up flush them up to the fence there, and we're in business and ready for our first cut. Before I fire up the saw, let me put some context to the part that we're cutting here. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen that table I made for our back deck. It's a 54-inch round glass top, and it has a similar joint like that with a similar inlay, kind of a crescent moon-shaped inlay. Now this is the bench that goes with that table. There's 3 planks on the top that form the seat, and this is just one of those row of planks. So let's go ahead and fire up the saw.